Oh yeah, gotta get this coffee in real quick. Whew. Guys, you guys ever had any keto coffee before? Keto coffee has butter in it. You guys should try it sometime. It's really good. Oh yeah. I know you're thinking it's crazy, but check it out. But what we got going on here? Oh yeah, welcome back to the channel. It's early, sorry you guys, still having to sleep, but went ahead and kind of prepped up the AC box last night. Nothing big, just put the brackets on it. Like I said, these things are like basically like the Chevelle kits with obviously a little bit of a different way to mount it. Just so all I did is put on that bracket there, put on that bracket there. What we are gonna do is actually go over to the car and put on those bad boys right there. Those are all the block off plates on the Firewall. So we're gonna put those on. Like I said, I've never really done a Mopar. We're gonna use everything that is provided with the kit. So that way we know kind of on how to go about this whole kit for this Mopar. But I am missing hardware, it seems like. I went over the instructions last night and it says to use obviously bolts and washers and nuts, but I don't see any nuts. What happened to these nuts? I don't see any nuts, so I think that's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Vintage Air, but I'm gonna open up the condenser box because I know that's what's in here, and hopefully with a little luck we can find the missing hardware, because I don't know, it's kind of weird. Kind of weird. I don't know why we wouldn't have it in that other box where the actual EVAP box is at, because that's the one we're missing the hardware for. So let's open this sucker up. Huh. Yeah, see, this is all EVAP stuff. Huh. Might have to just use my own hardware. That's kind of retarded. It's junk. That's the actual dryer. I don't know, dog. I don't know, dog. That's not frustrating anything. Well, see, that looks like all the hardware for the actual lines that go on there. Yeah. Huh. I don't know. That looks like hardware for all the condenser stuff. I think we're just gonna have to put our own nuts into it. All right, whatever. I'll get some hardware. That's kind of crappy, but I'll get some hardware. We'll put that stuff on. I will see you guys at the car. We got no engines, do we? Not never. All right, back at the car, you guys. Firewall. Yeah, this freaking sun is just glaring down, man. We are gonna have to probably cut these tabs off right here. These probably look like they were like hold wires back in the day. Cut those off so we can set that plate there, see what it looks like, and then kind of go from there, and then maybe mount our AC box underneath the dash, kind of see where it's gonna land and all that, so we can figure out what we're gonna do here. And we are gonna have to figure out how to run our lines and our hoses and stuff like that for the heater, because this Mopar doesn't have the heater like I should say the heater line up in front of the motor like usual. Like I should say like an LS. Like an LS, all the heater lines actually run to the front of the car, right? In front of the water pump, top of the in tank, even on small block Chevys. But on the Mopar, on this Hellcat, they run, there's two lines that run to the back behind the superchargers. So we're probably gonna have to figure out how to drill 2 holes. See how they got 2 heater holes there? Like straight, like damn near right dead center right there. So when those heater lines come, they come straight this way, but it also is going to depend on the clearance and all that as far as the motor, where the motor is going to sit at. So that's why it's super important to kind of get that motor in here and mock it up so we can figure out what kind of clearance issues we need and what do we need to do to that firewall and all that. So, but let me go grab that plate, and then I should say, let me go start cutting this stuff up, and then we'll go from there, mount the heater box and all that, and we'll take it that way. I don't think I want to climb underneath it, so we're gonna go up just a bit. I really think, I mean, not only does it seem to be hitting, but the issue is, another issue I should say probably, is I think we have the wrong bracket, because this plate, engine plate, cover plate, is also like a little bit off. Like it almost looks like maybe the kit that we ordered, we might have ordered it with a car with AC, and by looking at the firewall, no AC. No AC. Like this car did not have factory AC, so I'm almost thinking that the brackets are incorrect, like for this firewall particularly. So that's not probably why it's not working, because this block off plate is for a car with AC, and it don't look like that's the case here. Like this is a heater car only by just the 2 heater line outlets right here. And even this bracket doesn't line up with any of the existing holes there. I'm gonna have to make a call real quick and then see what we can figure out. Yeah. Well, y'all, after doing a little bit of research, a little bit of kind of trial and error, not to mention, made a few phone calls about these brackets. Well, it was mainly that back one back there, but Vintage Air, long story short, obviously this is what I really figured out, is that how's my hair guys, don't look at my hair. I was on a hike, man. I was on a run just now, but long story short, this is not the original car that was supposed to be getting this kit. Like this is actually car number 2, and another reason why we figured out why we have the wrong kit. That first car was actually an AC car from the factory. As you guys can tell, this one is not. This is a heater car only. So that's why we have the wrong kit. So not to mention, you know, Vintage Air, they're like a nightmare to get a hold of, especially right now. They're so backed up, so booked. I talked to 80s Performance, and it'll be a long time before we can probably get the right brackets. But we don't got that kind of time. So I decided to take it upon myself and make this work, make this fit, even if we got to weld something to the firewall to mount the box. And I looked at it again, and I was able to get it to where we push it up higher, mount it up a little higher on this guy here, and it'll barely clear this tunnel. So it'll barely clear the tunnel, because that was another issue that I saw. We were just hitting right here, but we should be able to clear that. But in this kit, you have this opening right here. It's like a fresh air opening, they call it, for a cow. They give you this cover plate. We got to put this cover plate on real quick. I got to pre-drill the holes, but I got this piece of kill mat, sound denting, as a gasket basically. So I kind of want to seal that off so no air comes through there, no cold air, hot air, things like that. So I'm going to pre-drill these holes real quick, and then put our gasket in a sense, and then bolt it up, and then I'll show you what I'm gonna do with this box. Ooh, that's hot, y'all. So we got our nut basically welded to that backside there, and then this bracket right here will bolt up there, and then we'll weld this tab onto the actual core, so it'll go just like that, you know. But guys, whew, I gotta get up out of here. I gotta head to work. You guys already know, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications, and stay wrenching.